So it's a current uptake of nutrients. We see mineral deficiencies or excesses about 3 to 6 weeks before they're are visible for the human eye normally. And that's easy, that's a handy tool for timing of fertilisation, of course. Once we see those levels in the SAP testing dropping, you have enough time to apply some extra, which element it is. We measure the plant reserves, and we do that in a special way. We always take 2 samples of a crop, so always the youngest leaves, youngest fully developed leaves, and the oldest leaves, which are still vital. And I'll come back to that later on, but that's really necessary to take a good plant of tissue sample, leaf sample, not a tissue sample, is to take it at 2 places in the crop. Otherwise you can't do anything with the test. We measure the minerals which the plant is able to use for its growth at that moment. So if you have a tissue test, you measure the complete leaf and also the elements which the plant picks up the last 3 months, for example. Now, with the SAP test, we measure the elements which the plant is able to use at that moment. Not history, but we measure the future of the actual uptake. And throughout the years, we start measuring now for about 8, 9 years, and we more and more make combinations between plant health or the absence of diseases, of the severe diseases, and we compare them with the vitality and plant health with the uptake of the nutrients. We see strong correlations between the mildew pressure and nitrogen management, aphids and nitrogen. I have some examples later on. Elements like silica, really important for plant health. And of course the main element which we talk about these 3 days is calcium, of course. We do a lot of work in fruit crops and also in tomatoes and those kind of crops where fruit quality is really an issue. Some growers, they have to throw away like 20 or 30% of their tomatoes just because the quality is not good enough. The fruit cracks open and they have to throw it away. And that same fruit could be of a good quality with less costs. Less input of fertilizer is almost always the first step.